Good. All right.
Got my coffee ready.
All right. I'm going to start this recording and let's see. Carlene, tell us something good. What's going on? Um, let's see. Good. It's been a little bit of a rough week, but the
Oh,
good news is here I am and I'm awake and it's Wednesday and we still have whole rest of the week to go and good things are going to continue to happen. So I've I
oh,
got a
good.
showing
Love
in
that.
one of my listings this morning. So
Okay.
um that's good.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Absolutely fingers crossed. Andy, you got two of your people here. You got Steven on and Juan on. That's pretty
Juan,
cool.
yeah, Juan's out of the Bronx, right,
Oh,
Juan?
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi,
And
Juan. How are you?
Hi. Very good. And
he's
yourself?
your New York man. If you need a realtor in New York and the
I'm that
heart of the
guy.
city, he's your man. He knows it. He grew up there. He's lived there all his life. He's the man.
New York City, and Lower Westchester County. That's my
Hmm.
that's my market.
I love it. And have you hooked up with Eva? You've met Eva, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Eva Casar. Good.
Yes,
Good, good,
yes,
good.
ma'am.
So maybe I'll just come down to New York for a tour when I'm in Connecticut and we can just,
By all means.
you can show me the sights. That would be a
My
lot of
son,
fun.
my son lives in Connecticut.
Oh, really? Where?
Darien.
Oh, Darien. Okay, so I'm from Madison, which is further up 95, going more towards Rhode Island, but
And
Connecticut's
and
just
Juan,
Connecticut too.
that's right.
oh,
Carlene's
Yep.
from Connecticut also.
Born and
now
raised.
Juan, you head down to Florida though a little bit during the year. Have you gotten your second license down there yet?
Not yet. Not yet. I've been approved. I've been invited to take the test. So,
Ah.
and I have a 2-year period. So hopefully, ideally, this winter.
And
Fantastic.
where do you go when you go to Florida?
Hollywood Beach.
Okay, so that's on the other side. That's about 2.5 hours, I think,
I love it there.
going over there.
Very active community.
It's great. Okay, there's Sherry. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Hey guys.
Loving it. So, Nick, this is who we're going to be doing it in Southwest Florida with. We got to get you down here with Sherry and everything. We've been talking about doing that. So,
Perfect. It's great to meet you, Sherry.
Yeah, good to see you.
good. Okay, let's see. What else is going on? 901. Sherry, tell us something great. You did an amazing thing this week for the community. It's called Stuff a Bus.
Yeah, so we've partnered with a local luxury builder here in Cape Coral, Florida, and we are doing a lot of charity for the community. One of the things that we're doing, we literally have a bus parked in front of our model for the next 3 weeks. And we had the news, two news stations were out. One of them broadcast for like 5 hours during Good Morning America, one of those morning shows. And the idea is that people drop off school supplies for all the kids who just finished school so that next year when they start school they'll have pens and pencils and backpacks and all that, and everybody, it's unbelievable how much we've gotten already, so
Have
really
you?
cool.
Cool. Do you have a QR code or anything?
I do.
Can you share it later? Can we get it up?
That's a really good question.
Well,
I will
think
try to
about it.
figure it out.
You have an hour or next
I
week
will.
let's do it because
Okay,
we
thank
are a
you.
charitable group. You're welcome. And I need to get some things for that
Yep,
bus as well, but
thank you, and you can order from Amazon, so I will find it and put it up there.
we would love that. Okay. Nick Krem, so excited to have you back on Wake Up Wednesday. You and I just shared a stage in New Hampshire a few weeks ago. What an amazing event that they put on, that Gina put on with David and everybody else. And you were hanging out with Brian Moses and Mr. Technology got lost in the woods because he forgot to bring his breadcrumbs. Seriously. So tell us a little bit about that story and what did you learn from that hike?
Yeah, so it was one of those where Brian and I wanted to go on a hike before the event, and we were walking through the woods, and about a half hour in, we decided to turn around. But we were talking to each other for the whole half hour, and we didn't realize that we passed about 13 different forks in the roads, and there was no service. So we just had to start walking back. And mind you, Brian was opening the event. So, we were kind of crunched on time and we ended up about 3 miles from where we parked. And
Oh,
Brian's wife had to come pick us up to go take us to the car.
yep. That's a great story. And they got there, and then
Mhm.
they went out and did a hike again the next day.
Yes, we did. I was a lot more aware this hike. But
Yeah,
it's funny too, because what I realized too is because of Google Maps, because of Apple Maps, and always having, a directional assistant in all aspects of life, I was thinking about how much that played into my lack of direction when I was in the woods, because I'm used to just walking on a map and it telling me exactly where to go. Just kind of, a little dependent on the technology.
well, we're so glad that you found your way out of the woods, especially that day. It was a very cool event. And you got some really good kudos from somebody extremely famous. Derek James was just all over everything that you did. And I think he even modified his talk a little bit after he was standing in the back of the room listening to you. So, super excited to be here with you today. You've been on Wake Up Wednesday a few times. We met last year at Build at Sea. But most importantly, you are our first kickoff guest for starting. This is 4 years this week, guys, that we started Wake Up Wednesday. That's over 200
Give it up for
episodes.
Peggy, guys.
It's not me. It's this
Years.
community. I'm telling you, I've had a lot of support through this, and we're going to be celebrating. And we didn't get to do our retreat this year. So next year, I'm just putting it out to the universe. How about a cruise on the Rhine? How about doing something in Europe for a week? Oh, look at Jerry. So seriously, Nick, so you're going to have to put that down on your calendar. I'm going to start working on that. But let's talk about Nick Krem and what he's doing to change the real estate industry. I got a sneak peek about this, and I was just like, oh my God, I can't wait for you to share it. So it's all yours.
Well, Peggy, I just want to say I'm really excited to be here today on Wake Up Wednesday on year 4 with you guys. And, we're here to talk about AI. And I'm just curious, when you hear AI, what are your guys' initial thoughts? Like when you guys hear that you're going to come to another AI Zoom, I'm just curious, what are your guys' initial thoughts? See, Carlene, you're unmuted. What are you thinking?
What else can I learn?
I like it. I like it.
love that.
Stephen, what about yourself? When you hear the words AI thrown around, what are you thinking?
Okay.
I like it. AI, my assistant, says Juan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very interesting topic because artificial intelligence, we think about it like Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini, but it's really getting built into every aspect of our lives. So what we're going to be talking about here today and what I'm going to be sharing with you guys is what I believe is one of the biggest shifts that is happening right now. And I don't believe it's Claude getting updated and all the different things that we can personally do. I believe it is the shift in consumer behavior. How everybody in the world is going to interact with technology is changing right in front of our eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Before we would search online, we would click through a bunch of links, go back and forth in order to get our information. And now, anytime you guys Google something, what pops up right away? The Google AI overview.
Right.
It gives you the exact answer that you are searching for. And that's just the beginning. You see, something happened at the beginning of last year. OpenClaw came into existence. And I'm curious, is anybody here using OpenClaw? Do you guys know what OpenClaw is?
Why don't you give us a good reminder?
So essentially, what happened was AI agents came into reality. See, before it was generative AI. And what that means is we would talk to AI and it would give us a response. We would talk to it, it would give us a response. But the moment we step away, it stops working. You see, in that light, we are the generators. Because if we aren't prompting and talking to it, it stops working. Agentic AI changed the game. because now it's like a digital employee that lives in your laptop that can do work for you even when you're not there.
Mhm.
So now we all have access to these digital employees. And I want to take a step back from how we can utilize it and see how some of the biggest companies in the world are utilizing them. You see, Google just had a forum the other week, and what they announced was AI agents built into Google that will be able to do the shopping and the researching for you based on all of your data, all your information, all of your searches, all of your past purchases. It has access to all of that. And it will literally go online and shop for you and fill up your cart based on what you're most likely to buy. And they're even talking about it, having it being able to buy things for you. Now, YouTube, the second largest search engine in the world, just announced AI search on their platform. Just talking to YouTube, instead of trying to look up keywords, tags, and titles, you can just talk to it and it will start auto-populating videos for you to watch. You see, it's no longer going to be humans scouring the internet, clicking on a bunch of links and clicking around. It will be AI agents built into the software telling you what to buy, telling you what to watch. Essentially, it's going to be the layer between yourself and this technology. And to me, this is massive. The way people are getting information and using technology is changing right in front of our eyes. There's a stat that should alarm you. Last year in 2025, Realtor.com came out with this study, and 82% of Americans use AI for housing information. 82% of Americans used AI for housing information. That should alarm you. More and more people every single day are using this technology. Even if they're going to Google, they're getting the Google AI overview. And you see what's happening with this. I'm curious. Put yes in the chat if you know someone like this. Do you guys know someone who believes everything they read on Facebook? Just put yes in the chat if you know somebody like that. I feel like we all know a couple people like that.
Yep.
They're the ones that are sending you reels at 2 a.m. when they went down a rabbit hole of watching reel after reel after reel. And they got onto this, who knows what about the world ending and if you saw this or that.
Yeah.
And then you just think, did you look it up? You just got this world-changing information and they didn't even bother to look it up.
Right.
So why is that important? Because based on that, whatever AI tells them, they're going to do it. They're going to ask about the housing market. They're going to ask about home prices. They're going to ask about neighborhoods. And they're going to ask who they should work with. And you see, if your name isn't popping up, you will simply not exist inside of that realm. You see,
Scary.
AI doesn't recommend 100 different agents. It doesn't even recommend 5 agents a lot of time. It's usually about 3. Will you be one of those? And look, family, this is just the beginning. I just saw an ad that Alex Hormozy put out, and he was saying in the next 24 months, let me actually bring this up for you guys. So here is the ad that he put up, and it's directly in line with what we are talking about here today. Clicking is dead. Agents are your new software. UX disappears in 24 months. UX is dead. Clicking is dead. What does that mean? Well, just like what Google's doing, you're no longer going to even have to shop for yourself. Click on a bunch of links. It will auto-populate your agents based on your data and information and just have a list of things that you can buy. Or you can just talk to it and it will go research and bring it back for you. Clicking on links, clicking around the internet is dying. So it's important for us to understand that the way people get information is changing, and it's changing fast. You see, I've talked about this a lot, that AI is exponential technology. And I heard something the other day by the guy by the name of Peter Diamandis. So Peter Diamandis broke down what exponential technology means. Essentially, what it does is it goes through half-lives, right? So since the 1990s, technology has been advancing at about twice the rate. So if it took 1 year to go through a major change, then it will take 6 months. Then after 6 months, it'll take 3 months. After 3 months, it'll take a month and a half, and so on and so forth. And we are really just starting to get into this exponential curve that is AI. Family, we are just at the beginning of this. I know it feels like it's been around forever to the general public, but it's really only been 4 years. We are just at the birth of AI getting introduced to humanity. And now there have been 15 major model updates in 8 weeks. Sorry, not 8 months, in 8 weeks. Not just a new feature, entire new benchmarks are being hit, from Claude to Gemini to Perplexity. And it's just fascinating how this is all working. So how do we prepare for this future? How do we make sure our names are the ones that pop up? And I'm going to show you guys what I decided to do. So for me, I always think who, not how. Who, not how. I know with AI, it can get a little tricky because everyone's telling you how easy it is, right? It's so easy. You just go in there and talk to it and you set it up and you're good to go. How many people here have stared at their blank screen when they're inside of Claude or Chat GPT, and it's just like, where do I start? What do I do? How do I set this up? How do I go step by step? How do I get it to run autonomously? Oh, and by the way, Sherry, it just updated again. So now you got to go to Gemini. Now you got to go to Claude. Now you have to set it up this way. This isn't slowing down. It's only speeding up. So what I decided to do is I decided to go back to one of my base principles. Who, not how. So what I did is I partnered with former Microsoft AI engineers and an entire development team that is solely focused on building out AI agents for the real estate industry. And this is when I realized something. There are people in that organization that have been coding since they were literally 8 years old. And I was like, wow, there's levels to this. I know how to vibe code, but they've been doing this since they were 8 years old. And what they've been able to build is just absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm going to show you guys here today how we are deploying AI agents, how it works, and even more so, I think there's I guess a principle that we're going to talk about here. Because when we're saying clicking is dead, it sounds great, but what does that look like? And what does it really mean? So that's what I'm going to show you guys here today, how we built out and orchestrated AI agents to build a software and then put another AI agent on top of the software that you simply just text. All you do is text it, and then the AI agents run the software in the dashboard. So it's no longer another login. How many people here have too many logins, too many passwords? You don't even remember them all, right?
Yeah.
So we decided to go by, Steve Jobs always said, the best interface is no interface. The best interface is no interface. So when we were setting this up, we set it all up so you can text the AI agent to go run the platform and run the entire system for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like.
I am so excited because I've seen this and it blows my mind.
So first, I'm going to show you guys the very back end of what this runs off of. So the company that I partner with built something called Halo. So what Halo is it has about 70 different large language models and agentic systems built into it. So it accesses OpenClaw, it accesses Claude Code, it accesses NemoClaw, Kimi, Perplexity Computer, all on the back end. Why is that important? Well, if you built everything on Claude Code, and then all of a sudden Gemini just takes off and everybody's going to Gemini and it's the best system, now you're going to have to transfer everything over.
Mhm.
Well, with this, when Claude Code updates, it's like, oh, the system is going to start using Claude Code in the right places. And even more so, if I want to get more in depth, Claude Code is great, but it can get rather expensive if you are using it for just menial tasks. And here's what I mean by that. If you had a Ferrari, would you just drive the Ferrari to the grocery store and back? You would probably drive your Toyota Camry to the grocery store and back, right? So you don't want to use Claude Code for the most basic tasks. So what this does is for basic tasks, it'll use something called Kimi. So that way it lowers the token usage. And also, as AI continues to advance and grow, the agents here on the back end just continue to get smarter without me jumping platforms, without me updating it. It's like my employees are always getting smarter and smarter. So this is what the back end looks like. And if I click on Brain here, you will see it has something called a soul file, a soul MD file. So what this allows it to do is it's essentially its brain. So it remembers who I am when I continue to text it. If you are setting this up yourself, this is one of the first things that you would have to do, is because you want your employee to remember you and have a brain, right? So the Soul MD file remembers who I am and keeps updates in here. And then we go to the agents. So these are all specific employees trained to do tasks for me. And we have the main agent up here at the top. And then we have the agent architect. Think about this one like your HR. This agent can actually build other employees for me. So if I communicate with my main agent, he will delegate it to the agent architect and then go build a website developer, go build an app builder, an open house, an AEO coordinator. The reason I'm showing you guys this is for you guys to understand a little bit of how, like, what an agent orchestration looks like. This is the back end that none of our clients will ever even see. It is set up, ready to go, and ready to deploy. So like I was saying at the beginning of the call, what we've realized since we've been running our institute is the biggest shift is in consumer behavior. So for the last 2 years, we have spent almost all of our time helping agents get found through AI search, helping them get leads through ChatGPT, through Gemini. So when people ask who to work with, theirs is the name that pops up. But we've been doing this with what it's called human in the loop. So we would train a virtual assistant to run on ChatGPT, to run through our custom GPTs. They would research the top 5 most asked questions through AI, blog about it, write about it, create content about it. Why? Well, if people are asking this question, when is the best time to buy in Cleveland, Ohio, and you have content that is constantly answering that question, you're more likely to pop up. This is one part of the equation. Your Google business profile is another big part of it, but we're not going to get into that today. But are you creating the content that AI will be able to find? And before I get into the system, I actually have a quick tool and check for everybody on here. So here is what I would like you guys to do. We created this free tool for you guys to use. It is called aeositechecker.com/audit. And I put it in the chat. So what this tool does is all you have to do is copy and paste your website into this tool here. And what it will do is it will audit your website. And it will identify whether your website, number one, the biggest thing on here is this one right here, robots.txt. If that is blocked, that that essentially means that AI cannot even find your website even if it wanted to. Your website is literally blocking the AI from searching it. So this is always the first place that you want to check. But then it goes through and it scores your website about the headlines, the taglines, how it's set up. And I'm curious for you guys to put it in there. And if you guys are feeling brave, put your score in the chat.
Nick, is there anybody who wants to like be real vulnerable and let us see their website?
Oh, we
Jerry.
can do that.
Okay.
I would be happy to, because I'm blown away. I thought we had, I mean, I pay people to do stuff and it's not getting done, obviously.
Did you do yours?
Mhm.
What did you get for a score?
Me,
Yeah.
41.
I got
And
an
yet,
F.
Jerry,
It
I
says
know
not
you.
detectable.
Yeah.
I got an F. 46.
And most websites were built in a time really before AI. They were built because they wanted to block the robots, block the spammers, and you didn't want all that traffic coming to it. But now AI is the one that is searching the internet, that is getting the information. You definitely want that open. And I'm not even creating content and websites now for people to really find and search. Do they look cool? Yeah, it still passes the eye test. But everything that we are building and doing is specifically built so AI can find it, read it, navigate our platform. Because I know people are going to AI first. People are asking those questions.
Okay, Nick, can you do me a favor? I'm going to go vulnerable. We just had a major company build out Gene's website.
Yeah.
Can you put genefrederick.com in and see what we get? Because
Let's
this
see
is
what
going to
we
be
get.
scary.
Gene.
That's a great question, Peggy.
All right.
I'm like nervous about this
Let's run the audit.
because this is a $20,000 website.
Wow.
Yeah.
A 90.
Oh, thank God. Oh
So
my
it's a
God.
90.
Okay.
And it's
Because
open.
they're doing my website is
They
just
did a
about to
good
be
job.
finished.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give a plug now to Agent Image because they just did Gene's and they're doing my website. We're on the final phase. So
Yeah.
I can't test mine yet. Oh, that's good. Okay. A 90. All right.
So
But guys, this is important. Sherry, I know you. I know how much money you spend, how much you put into everything. And I'm blown away that you're at that score. This is getting changed immediately.
So this is one of the big problems that we identified. Oh, I'm sorry, Carlene, did you want to say something?
Yeah. So I built CapeCoralListingAgent.com. I built it out on Lovable
Uh-huh.
with chat helping me. It was even before I was using Claude. And I'm surprised I got as high as a 55 on it. So, but now I can take this and I can load, I'm using Claude now. I can load it into Claude and I can say, okay, give me the prompts to go in a Lovable to fix all of this. And it
Absolutely.
might take me a half a day because there are a lot of lines, but I don't even know what I'm doing and I can do that. And
Yeah.
that's what just, I mean, I just find that so exciting. I
Yeah.
just, wish I was spending that time selling houses though instead of building websites on Lovable, but it is what it is when,
Yeah.
that's what real estate is right now. Competing with one agent for 59 people in Cape Coral.
Yeah. And it's going to update in a couple months too, right? The way that AI finds things, the way AEO, GEO, SEO updates. And this was one of the big problems that we identified because a majority of our clients that would come to us with their websites and even their blogs, they didn't own the domain, they didn't own the traffic, and it was getting blocked. So we would have to start from scratch every single time. So this is one of the problems that we have solved through agentic AI. So what you guys saw first was the back-end orchestration of all the agents. And on the back end of this, there are over 30 different agents, for all intents and purposes, employees, that are working to make this tool happen. So this tool is called Halo. And this is what we partnered with the former Microsoft AI engineers to create. So the big problem that we saw is, well, consumer behavior is changing. Most websites aren't set up for AI to be able to find it. In order to update your website, you either have to do it yourself, learn how to do it, or you have to pay someone thousands of dollars to get a single update every time you need it. So with Halo, the way this works is there's the 30 agents on the back end. They communicate with this dashboard. And then the way that you guys communicate with it is now, I'm going to share my whole screen here, through texting. So you can set up your entire website, get updates on your website through a simple text. So here is what it looks like once it's all set up. I have my website completely set up through these AI agents. And if I put it into there, I believe I scored, let me actually run that through. Copy. I believe I was an 87, if I'm not mistaken. But it's not just about getting the website set up, an 87. What also is happening on the back end without me doing a thing is there is a team of AEO, GEO, and SEO experts. And AEO is answer engine optimization, and GEO is generative engine optimization. Essentially AI search. But what they're doing 24/7 is researching any updates happening in that field. And then they're A/B testing my website. So they'll update my website based on any new criteria they find. On top of that too, so it sets up my entire website. It will also blog for me 3 times a week based on the exact topics I feed it, telling it who my target audience is and my keywords. It will go out and research those keywords, identify what are the top most frequently asked questions through AI, and then write content in a way that makes it findable through AI search. So that's all running without me lifting a finger. But let's just say I want to update this background image. I mean, I like this background image, but I might like a different one more. So I go over here to my Cabo pictures. Let's actually do my photo shoot. Let's do one of my brother and I. So let me find one of these.
Cool.
So if I download this, I'm going to move this. All right, bear with me here. But now I take this downloaded image and I just text my employee. Hey, one second. Hey, can you update the background image on my website to this? Add a dark gradient to make the text pop. So now, anytime I want to do updates, anytime I want new images, if I want to blog about a certain topic, I can copy and paste a resource link based on information that just happened in the real estate industry and just text what my thoughts are on it, and it will write a blog for me. So here we go. It's updating. And it's pretty cool. Sometimes it'll like, haha, my messages. It's like a real person that's inside of here. But you just text it and it goes and does these updates for you. So the way this works is one of them is a personal website. Another one could be a community website. So some of the other agents that have started building out on this, and it's always fascinating to see when you give somebody an open sandbox, what they're able to build. So this individual, they said, man, my target audience is dog lovers inside of our community. So they built out an entire site all through texting about the different dog parks inside of their area. Quick AI search summary. So it talks about each one, different trails inside of the area. Let's check out the different neighborhoods. And it will just continue to build information, blogs around the topic, and update itself for you. And anytime you want to add a new neighborhood, you're just like, hey, go research this neighborhood. I want to add a new tab to it. And it will automatically update for you. Let's see. Cool. My background is now live. And there we go. I got my new background up and it's ready to go. So this is how you can run community websites, whether it's about your specific niche, first-time home buyers in Cleveland, Ohio, or it's about people who want to live around the lake, and you build out this entire site that runs for you, that blogs for you, that self-optimizes for you, and updates at a single text. So that's the first piece of this. The second piece of Halo is we built out single property websites. Let me see this. Single property assets just by sending it your Zillow link. So the way this was built, think about this as your AI chief of marketing. So you got a new listing. What do you do next? Well, you just text your chief of marketing your Zillow link with the pictures and all the updates on it. And it builds out your entire website for you. So you'll see it builds out the website, has the information, and I'll come back to the video here. But then we go to the gallery, and it's not just the pictures. It says a little bit about each picture. Why does that matter? Well, when somebody is asking about specific things that they are looking for in a home, and you have the image with the little bit of text underneath that is saying this home has it, those little things matter. And then I also will blog about the neighborhood. So let's see, I think stories is what it is. And we'll start blogging about the neighborhood, things to do, and around there as well. But we didn't stop there. So not only does it create your entire website, make it AI search compliant, it also takes your listing photos and turns them into a video. So
Bam. This is what everybody in the room was mesmerized by this.
So all you did was text it a Zillow link, or Zillow, Realtor.com, wherever you have your pictures at. And it takes your pictures, and then it actually works through VO3. It works through several AI models. Because, little things that we might not think about is you don't want the first image to come into the bathroom. So there's an AI agent that identifies which picture should be first, which one should be second. So then it sets all of this up. And again, family, all you did was send it a link and it creates your website. It creates your video that you'll be able to use. And whether it's it can stage a home for you or not stage a home for you. You don't have to have these edits. And if you guys want to change something in the video, can you guys guess how you would change it? You would just text. You just text like, hey, I don't like that one slide. Can you change that for me? And I'll go through, change it, and send it back for you.
Come on, guys. What's your reaction? I mean, are you just all speechless? Have you ever seen anything like this? No.
I put my reaction in the chat with my
I saw
mind blown.
mind blowing.
It's insane. It's insane. I'm imagining the more images you feed it, the better the videos, because it constructs, right? Based on the photos. It's amazing. And I guess it picks the music for you and everything. That's incredible. I mean, a team built
the
out of
music for you. You can change the music. You can change the slides, the different transitions, all through texting. And this is where, like we said, it's going to be a zero-click future.
Question.
Go ahead, Stephen.
How do we incorporate our compliance issues with advertising?
Compliance issues, you just text it. Like if you want to add your privacy, your terms and services, your license number, your information, you just text it and have it update.
Nick, I can imagine you could probably add your avatar into those videos.
So we are working on that. So I'm actually talking with HeyGen right now, and I'll give you guys, do you guys want to see a little sneak peek of what they sent over to me yesterday?
Yes.
So I'm talking head of product development for HeyGen. Let me pull this up. Scaling with HeyGen. All right. So this video, what they are working on, I'm going to have to download it. What they are working on is having your avatar actually do the walkthrough of the property. So similar concept, taking your pictures, turning them into video, and then having you quote unquote you, walk through the video. So here we go. So this is your HeyGen avatar that's currently going through it. And this is just their first run that they've sent me as a trial.
Oh my gosh.
That's excellent. Nick, that's amazing.
And this is
Even whether it speaks or not, just having the avatar there, making it yours is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, this is where, you know, talking with HeyGen as well, a lot of these companies, and I believe the direction we are going, is an agent over the software that knows how to navigate and run their entire process. Because I can't tell you how many agents I talk to that says, I know I could be doing more in my CRM. It just takes time, energy, effort, knowing where to go and how to do it. I believe it's all going to be the similar way that we set up Halo, where you message an agent that goes and runs the software and you just talk natural language back and forth.
Okay, guys, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking? I want to definitely hear some feedback.
I'm absolutely blown away, Nick. This is crazy.
How do we start doing this?
Great question.
Great question here. So to get started, and we do have a founder's discount since we just launched this as well. So you will get a community website and you will get an authority website for $99 a month. And then per listing, it would just be $99. That is not per month for the listing. So if you get a listing and it sits on the market for 2 to 3 months, it is still just the same $99. In order to get started, you guys just text Krem or scan that QR code and you start texting your new CMO.
So what has the response been, Nick? What are people?
So let's see. We have some people inside of our group here. So we have the second listing website up. So this was another one that Eileen put together. So let's see inside of the group.
And
Halo
please
listing
put
for
back
video.
your QR code too,
Yep.
Nick.
First listing, StreamYard, Halo Krem call. All right, I'll put this up here for you guys.
And how long does it take, Nick, when they text the, tell them how long.
Once you text it and get it set up, you do have to fill out a form with your information, your license information, who your target audience is, where you're currently at. But then after that's done, it'll take about 5 to 10 minutes for the website to create. And then anytime you want to do an update, it takes about 2 to 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So you just text it if you want to get an update, if you want to add a link, you want to add a landing page. You just text it. And it gets
Nick,
it set up.
I have a question. So we get this free website, right? Ann Collins, .exprealty.com, and it's where I'm trying. It's off of my Bold Trail CRM. I'm trying to learn that and maintain my leads through that, etc. How does this fit in with that?
Great question. If you're driving traffic and you're already getting traffic to it, the main purpose of this is to get you found through AI search.
Mm-hmm.
The entire website is optimized for it. It's blogging for it. It's optimizing itself consistently to help you get found. Can you drive traffic and people to it? Yes. But for me, I am having it run in the background. I'm having it run, blog, do its content, do its work. And also if I'm running late to having a landing page up, I'm like, hey, here's the downloadable on the back end. Add a new landing page with a lead form and build it for me. So I'm using it to just completely optimize for AI search, whether it's within the community or about a specific lead type. That's how we're utilizing it.
I don't know if you all have
Go ahead.
done it yet, but I just texted his QR code, and your employees are doing a fabulous job, Nick.
So that's actually an AI agent on the back end.
I figured.
So that becomes your personal CMO that you can communicate with, that remembers what you are talking about. And if I can bring this up too. So I'll tell you guys a little bit of the roadmap. Let me see if I can find this on my desktop images. So a little bit of the roadmap of what else your CMO will be able to do here. Oh, I can't find it there. So I'll read it off. So what's coming soon is that we'll be able to create Instagram content, reels, stories, and carousel posts for your listing. Facebook content, post, ads, and marketplace listing. LinkedIn, professional posts and articles. TikTok, short form and video content. And then we get into the reports and analysis. So it will be able to run a CMA report, a comparative market analysis for you, a neighborhood report based on area demographics, amenities, likely buyer research to help you identify who the most likely buyer is per each property. Then you'll also be able to have a QR code for each of your listings, listing description, AEO optimized, and an agent resume. So those things are all coming with the rollout of this, where you just send it your listing link. It creates your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn post, creates the ads, creates a QR code, your neighborhood report, CMA. And all you did was send it a link.
Okay. And this is still in the $99 for the listing?
That is still in the $99 per listing.
Guys, this is a no-brainer because so many people are going to think about this, but they're not going to do it. And I know this group does it. They take the information and they run with it. Why wouldn't you get every single listing? It just blows my mind. Now,
Nick, I'm sorry, Peggy, does it need to know all our passwords because it accesses things for us?
So it will not access and post on your behalf on Facebook or Instagram, at least yet, because a lot of times posting from a third party generally doesn't help with your algorithm. It will create the content for you.
and you have to post it yourself.
Correct. You, your virtual assistant.
That's awesome.
What other questions do you guys have? Come on, we got Nick.
I have one more.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Can you do this for multiple businesses, not just real estate?
Yeah, we've had people building them. Let me see if I could bring this one up. There's an individual who has a radio show. I believe, is this the one he sent me?
Okay.
All right. So this individual built it for his radio show. So selling 215 made in Philly, and then watch. So he has his different shows on YouTube. About the show, real estate in Philly, episodes. So then he started, like, this is where you can text it your YouTube links and just say, hey, update this on the page. And then it will update it on the page for you.
So cool.
Featured
Wow.
businesses about Craig. And this is where
And if you-
family. You
And
will
if you have
need-
your own domain already, Nick, can you use the domain that you bought?
yes,
that-
you can hook it up to your own custom domain.
Okay.
And this is where family, you will never have to pay another website developer again. You have a full team that is blogging for you, updating for you. And not only that, it is built out on that Halo platform. So as the AI agents continue to get smarter, your employees just get smarter and smarter. You don't have to bounce from one platform to the next to the next. Once the Claude update comes, the agents get smarter. Same with Gemini, same with Perplexity. So it's built out in a way, so it's very robust on the back end, then put into that dashboard you guys saw, and then all you have to do is text it, and it navigates the platform for you.
So what about like on ChatGPT? It knows all about me now. I've been using it for 2 years. What happens to all that information? It knows how I speak, how to write for me. How do we get it over to all of this?
So there is a form that you fill out, and you can ask ChatGPT. That's what I did. Is as I was going through the form, it was asking me questions. I was like, what would be the best way to answer this? And it would just give me the answer, and I filled out my form and my website based on what Chat already knew about me.
And Nick, can you share a QR code again? I didn't get a chance to snap it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So it looks like anybody can do this
Yeah.
because all the work has been done for you.
Even a 90-year-old lady can, man can do it too.
And this is where with AI, I feel like it's important to say this. Once a task becomes so easy that anyone can do it, it is no longer a valuable skill. Once a task becomes so easy that anyone
Mhm.
can do it, it is no longer a valuable skill. Is it
True.
important that we learn how to use AI in our business and how to navigate it? Absolutely. But I'm here to tell you, if you are not focusing on the parts of your business that AI cannot replace, you are doing something wrong. Because it's growing, adapting. Essentially, everything that can be done behind a computer can be done through agentic AI now. It's just a matter of time. So, what parts of your business can AI not replace? Because that is what you will be paid for. When anybody can create a website, create the blogs, create the information, the listing information through a text, I believe this now just commoditized it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I love
Now,
it. Mhm.
this is where understanding this huge shift. And yes, everybody's telling you, you got to learn AI, you got to learn AI, you got to do AI. Absolutely. But don't lose sight on the parts of your business that cannot be replaced by AI, because that is what you will be paid for. Your discernment, your wealth advisor, your emotional intelligence in the middle of a deal. When they go to AI and the seller says it should sell for more and the buyer says they should buy it for less, will you be able to navigate that conversation? Because I can tell you, everybody's AI will tell the seller to sell for more and the buyer to buy for less. That's just how it works. So,
Yeah, it tells you what you want to hear and what you want, right?
absolutely.
Yep.
The tough conversations, that's us. We have to do that. Mm.
So what other way can you use this, guys? I'm just, thinking, and this is going to change. I mean, as soon as this information comes out, it's already changing and updating and, all of that.
I'm with you, Peggy. And there was a day, I won't forget it, that I was literally banging my head against a wall. You could ask my brother. I had a red mark on my forehead because there were like 3 model updates happening at once. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to come up with training. I have to figure all of this out. And that's when I decided to partner with a team of former Microsoft AI engineers who do this 24/7, who are building technology like this. And I just said, who, not how. So when the updates come, the models update, the tool gets smarter, we add new features, and we continue to spend less time behind a computer and more time talking to people. I believe AI is here to spend less time behind a computer and more time talking to people.
Because that's what it can't do. It can't have those relationships.
Absolutely. And if you're attending a 1-hour Zoom training you on how to set it all up, and then next week it just all changed and then updated. So you attend another 1-hour Zoom, spend 2 to 3 hours trying to set it up. And then the next week it updates and change. When are you saving time and are you talking to people? Is it important to learn? Absolutely. There's not a future that exists in which you don't have to learn how to use AI in your business. It literally doesn't exist. But how it's being used. And I truly believe consumer behavior is changing in front of our eyes. It's changing in front of our eyes. AI is now navigating the internet. It's navigating software, and it will be your ability to, 1, show up, and then 2, focus on the parts of your business that AI cannot replace.
Nick, can it help you update your Google testimonials?
On your Google platform?
Well, for instance, I was just thinking about how I need to send a testimonial to Peggy and say, hey, you rock.
He's one of my biggest fans.
As of right now, that is not set up. But, once you join and set up, you'll get access to our school community too. And we're always looking for feedback of different ways to grow this. We have the founder on a call every Thursday, like getting feedback, hearing what people want to figure out what else we should build into it. But as of right now, that is not possible.
There was just a question in the chat. Annie, did you see the question that just came up?
So is it fair to say this website you are talking about is meant for us to be found through AI platforms? Would I keep my other website? I would say yes, because it does not have an IDX feed. It does not have a home search, home evaluation. So for those purposes, your main website will be good. Yes, the main purpose of this is for you to be found through AI search. We do have people that have just stopped using their website because they're like, I haven't got a home search lead in years or a home evaluation lead in years. So they just switched it over to this and just set it up through the platform.
Hey, Peggy.
Yes.
And Nick. So I just texted Craig Lurch I sent him a picture of the picture that you had on the website. He said, we just did that in the past 48 hours and we have a 96 score.
Wow. Oh, man.
That's fantastic.
That's great, Sherry.
Yeah. I just wanted to like kill all the people I'm spending all this money on to do this. That's crazy.
I don't want to be around you after this call.
Nick, after you start, how long does it take for it to be up live?
Depending on how quickly you fill out the form, there's about 6 different steps in that process. It'll be about 20 to 30 minutes.
Wow.
And then it's live. You can start texting it updates. It will automatically start blogging for you, writing content, doing its research, and you're ready to go.
So it's a different domain, right? Because then when people go into your website, let's say our EXP website, it won't show the one that Halo you created, right?
Correct. It will be set up. They build a domain for you, but then you can attach your own custom domain to it if you would like.
Got it. Okay. That's cool.
And you guys actually get 2 sites for the price of 1, and that's going to be available till next week. And you guys can decide. I say an authority site and community, you could do 2 community. You can do 1 business and another business. Whatever site that you want to build that will run for you 24/7, that will help you get found, that will blog for you, self-update, it can be built.
That's amazing. 2 websites. Oh my God. That's fantastic. Where else will we wouldn't find this anywhere else. I tell you that.
No.
I've done research
Especially
on
not through
this.
texting. Not through texting.
I know that is so, and everybody texting is the thing now. No more phone calls, emails.
Right.
Texting is the thing.
And it's also your support line. So if you guys have questions about the platform, you can text it and it will respond. It will show you where to go, what to do. And if it can't figure it out, it will automatically update to an actual human to help resolve it for you.
And
I've got a question.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I got on a little late, but so do you get leads through this, and then does it go to your CRM? Do you hook it up that way to your Bolt Trail?
Right now, you will get texted an email of the leads that come through this. So that would be the way that you receive it now, but we are working on some different connectors for it to be able to connect in different places.
Great question.
Cool. Well, guys, I don't know about you, but this is the second time I've seen this, second or third time I've seen this, and I keep picking up more and more and more. And it just, you guys are so important and you all show up and we want to give you value. And, Nick is there. I mean, he's not just here to tell you about this and sell you something. He's here to support you. He's available. He is, you answer my texts. I know you answer other people's texts as well. This is a game changer. And I love the fact that you are all open to AI, that you're not going, oh my God, what's happening? And Redding, you've been selling real estate for over 100 freaking years and you're still.
I'm flat blown away. I've been doing this for 50 years, and this is truly a game changer. You can't believe, Nick, how it's blown my mind.
Oh,
thank you so much. Mm-hmm. And by the way, why do you use headphones and a microphone?
It's my studio setup. I paid for it for a different reason, and now it's here. So I'm like, well, they're good headphones and a good mic, so I'll continue to use them.
Good.
That's my best answer.
That works. You look professional with it.
Yeah. It sounds nice. All the sound is right here. I want to be able to hear everybody on here. And yeah, this is where also too, man, we have agents that are going into the listings with the page already pre-built, ready to go, with the video, with the website, and saying, we know ways of marketing that traditional agents don't even know exists. I created this before we even got it. Go ahead,
I
Peggy.
wanted to ask you that.
Mhm.
All right, so how are they doing that without violating using other people's photos or getting into trouble and all of that? So give us a 411 on that.
That depends. I know one of the person that did it before the listing, it was the home seller that had the photos.
Okay.
So it was the home seller photos that they used. So if they are not your photos, I would not recommend doing that. But you can ask for it without the video generation, right?
Okay.
And just have it all pre-set up, ready to go.
Okay. Or you could do a first step pre-listing and go and say, hey, I just want to shoot some photos, go in, get some shots on your own, and then, show them this. Great. All right, guys, we're coming up the top of the hour. Again, it went by fast. Anybody got a quick last question? Or are we all just like, okay, Nick, bow down to you? Hey,
We're
Brad.
good. Answered all our questions. Thank you. Thank you, Nick.
Brad, what are you thinking? Mr. Canada's quiet today.
So I ran the audit like half an hour ago, and I still have it on my screen, and I'm like stuck on, not stuck. This has been fantastic, Nick. But how do okay, now I've got this number here for my website. What do can I go and do it, or how do I fix all this? My number's shitty too. It's 47. And I obviously want to make it better and do all the things, but
yeah. Do you host and manage your website, or does another company do that?
Well, it's my EXP website, so I do all the stuff. And okay,
you can send it to them, right, and see what their response will be. I know other individuals who sent it in, and I know certain parts that they don't update or won't update as far as like the robots.txt. So I would send it over to them and say like, hey, I just ran my site through this audit. You can talk to chat and like create a good email for it, and just see if you can get it updated for you.
Okay. I know there's ways to make some adjustments on our own.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much we can do. So I'll check that out.
You can't unlock the robots.txt on your own. At least that's my understanding of people who are in your same spot, because that's on the back end that would have to be updated.
So EXP is going to be getting a lot of requests.
Yeah.
They might as well just fix it now. Well, great. Thank you guys so much, Nick. Again, thank you. Thank you. Can't say enough. This replay will be on our YouTube channel. I hope you guys all subscribe to it. Andy's been putting it into the chat. And thanks for making Wake Up Wednesday 4 years. This is crazy, but I love it. So thank you, everybody. Watson, thanks for getting up early. Everybody else all over the country. Love you guys. Nick, we'll be in touch. Okay. We'll see you guys later.
Great.
Peggy. Thanks,
Thanks,
Nick.
guys.
Thank you,
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.